Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekamac. This is Let's Play Legends of Heroes Trails in the Sky. In the last episode, well, we did some side questing, definitely. I hopefully attached the video of me attempting and failing to kill Shining Palms, but getting so much sepia that I really didn't mind the investment going to waste. But on the way back, I didn't catch this on video, but I found out something interesting and concerning. If we look at Rockpeckers here, an avian monster can knock you senseless with a single attack, only goes after males. There's something about this that you might not have, that isn't necessarily going to be picked up on, and that's that they can fall asleep in battle. Now when I first saw this I thought, that's kind of funny. But then it woke up with its next move. I assume that it heals some HP, I don't know how much, but the concerning thing is that it also got a strength buff. So be very careful about those things. Anyway, in this episode, if I can remember where the Bracer Guild is... here. We want to turn in some of these quests. We got the Ravenue monster, 4 BP there. We got the West Bose monster, that should be 70 BP. So I should be caught up because I've learned a new recipe, we've opened and spoken with a chest, and I've managed to achieve my objectives. Come see me again if you have anything else to report. And now finally, we are going to talk with the mayor. I'm not very good at this. Yeah. West Bose Highway. I'm trying to figure out why I thought that was east. Did I read the wrong mission by mistake, or... I don't know. Not very confident in investing to say that I'm going to do everything, but to be fair, I am using a guide. Finally, we're going to talk with the mayor. I'm glad to see you all again. Mayor Mabel is excitedly awaiting your report. So which room is she in? This is a dining room. This is the kitchen. This is where that maid we saw the other episode was. Whatever. And, oh, hello maid. Oh wait, you're Lila. General Morgan has come here to visit on several occasions. He's a little difficult to describe, but I can say he is a respectable man. There's no doubt in my mind about that. But in both good and bad sense, he has the temperament of a military man. Yeah, we found that out ourselves. She must work on the upper floor then. We'll find the right room one of these days. Dealing with complaints from the citizens. Late delivery of goods to the Bose market because of the airspace being a no-fly zone. Servicing the sewer facilities. Selecting a controversy to give for Her Majesty the Queen. Harm incurred by monsters on the new Ansel path. It was congratulatory, by the way. When will all this paperwork finally end? Hello? Are you back already? You look pretty busy. Would it be alright if we came back at a later time? No, you're fine. So you found out something from General Morgan, right? I'd like to hear about it. Good work. I feel like I have a much clearer picture of the situation now. First there was a hijacking by Sky Bandits, and now a ransom demand. The situation is much more serious than I originally anticipated. If the General hadn't found out we were Bracers, we could have learned more, but... it's alright. I'm just glad to know it wasn't a crash. With this information I should be able to take effective countermeasures with the city. Now I need to think of a way to inform the citizens of Bose and deal with the families of the passengers. Imagine that'll be quite a difficult task considering you're already busy as you are. Well, that's just the duty of a mayor. Since the identity of the criminals is known, may I ask that you continue your investigation of the incident? Of course, that was our plan to begin with. We've already had a run-in with the Sky Bandits before. I'll wager the honour of the guild that this is one group we cannot simply leave up to the Royal Army. Yeah, that's for sure. It's sad to find that we need to deal with these Sky Bandits once and for all. What's with that look, Joshua? I was just thinking, and no matter which way I look at the things, I just can't believe it. What can't you believe? That Dad could be beaten by a bunch of Sky Bandits. Basing my judgment on the ability of the group that appeared in Roland? I'm in agreement with you there. Cassius could have easily dealt with a group of that caliber. Come on, Joshua. You too, Shira. You're giving him way more credit than he deserves. He's pretty good, I'll give you that, but I think it would be a bit of a stretch to take on an entire group. Estelle? How well do you actually know your father when he's working? Do you mind if I ask you something? Are you trying to tell me your father was aboard that airliner? Didn't I mention that? I'm embarrassed to say it, but yeah, he was. He's a bracer too. His name's Cassius Bright. Did you just say Cassius Bright? Why? Do you know my dad or something? I've never met him in person, but I've heard a great deal about him. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to say. We might be able to use this to get some information from the army. Excuse me, Mayor? I'm very sorry and I can empathize with what you must be going through. If there's anything I can do to help you clear up this incident, I'm at your disposal. If there's anything you need, don't hesitate to ask. Estelle, I really don't think you understand exactly who your father is. I wonder what's up with the Mayor. As soon as we mentioned Dad's name, she got all surprised. You're right, but I guess I can imagine where she's coming from. The Mayor and the General have known each other for a long time after all. Well, let's not worry about that right now. The real question is, where do we go from here? Just searching around blindly for the airline or Sky Bandits probably won't amount to anything, right? If that's all it would take, the army would have found him a long time ago. What's the matter with you two? Estelle, you've matured. If it'd been the same you as before, you'd probably something like, "Let's comb the entire region." Never thought I'd see the day when those words would come out of your mouth either. My heart's too full of emotions for words. Even when we're complimenting her, we're making fun of her. What are you trying to say? You can be rude sometimes, I hope you know. We're complimenting you, Estelle. Seriously. Unfortunately, like Roland, the Bose region is enormous. I'm really hoping for a clue right about now. A clue, huh? Right, wasn't that Nail and Dorothy we saw in front of the Mayor's place earlier? He seemed pretty starved for a story, but he's got to know something by now, right? It's true he arrived in Bose a little before we did. Maybe it might be worth talking to him. Wonder where they went. Well, I'm sure wandering around blindly is going to bump into them. Well, let's check indoors. Hello again. This marketplace is much more lively than I could have ever imagined. Definitely worth seeing. Well, probably not in here, so maybe the south end of town? Yeah, it's a shame that he didn't stick around so he could completely upgrade his orbment slots, but oh well. I do actually wish he was here because I noticed in that fight with the shark that we are definitely lacking in ways of dealing with we don't have anyone who uses earth. We have high amounts of wind from Shira, we have some wind from Joshua. Estelle's our main water user. Everyone has fire, but actually, double checking, there's nothing new in the... yeah. Nothing new in there. They aren't here. Apparently, the Bracer book has a little tip. Could Neil have gotten the scoop? Let's find out. East, explore the area where your quests are point. I finally made it to Bose. I really got stuck at the Harken Gate for a while. How outrageous to make a merchant from the Empire such as myself wait! Sister Rosa is an extremely serious and dedicated individual. I think it would do her some good if she was, if she wasn't so uptight. The local tone of the people of Bose carries an air of freedom. While doctrine and commandments are important, I'd like this church to be more involved in the region. I'd have thought that there were some little offside rooms there. Wait, yes there is one. Father Holston's a man of his word and has a magnetic personality about him. I have trouble dealing with the pace at which he does things. Oh, I see you two aren't on the best of terms. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Right, this is the Oldman shop again. Pretty much any of the merchants in Bose had their starting point in the market. First you start in the market, which is subsidized by the city, and after gaining experience you're given the approval to start your own store. It's for that reason people come here from far and wide to become merchants. I'm sure they do have hints, I just don't know where they are. Actually, you know what? The one place I haven't been yet, maybe they're in the hotel. Hang on, mouthful of soup, red tail soup. Do I have those? I do not. Well, there's something added to the recipe. And now I'm wondering, did the guide say at one point... I'll bet it's something that they deal with later on. Ah, boys, now he takes... No, boss, now he takes pride in the fact that people tend to stick around for a long time when they come here. I'm guessing it's because a lot of people use this place for business meetings. Maybe it's just because half-assed business. People feel right at home. I don't know. The Enderers doesn't feel like a place where you can just sit back and relax, you know? You always feel rushed. That's why I make such a point of trying to give my establishment a comfortable, homey feel, so people know they can take it easy. Cheese risotto. Do we have that? We don't have that either. And now we have that. Seems like the development of Orbal arts was far superior before the Great Collapse. We're still discovering Orbal relics from that era. That's what people mean when they say they've unearthed an artifact. I think you're asleep. Oh, god damn it. Oh. Oh, hey Neil! We were looking for you. This ain't a joke, you know. Well, we found him, but he's drunk off his ass. Was having his article rejected that much of a shock to his system? He's acting like the man he is. Men are pigs, after all. He seems to have forgotten that alcohol is a drink to be consumed, not a drink to be consumed by. You all want to talk. Don't they sometimes call you Bottomless Shearer? Oh please, Bottomless is much more suitable for a woman like Aina. I, on the other hand, can hold my liquor. No matter how much I may drink, my face and my disposition remain unreddened. Don't you dare group a fun-loving drinker like myself in the same category as this clumsy lush. Come on now. When you get drunk, you lose it completely and everyone around you gets a heck of a show. Admit it. It's certainly true that Anna is like a bucket to Shira's sieve. No matter how you look at it, they're both pretty bottomless. I'm sensing disrespect, children. Whoa. Where am I? Good, you're awake, sort of. Drinking so much is not good for your health, you know. Ugh, my head. What? You're the racer trainee, right? Oh my goddess. What the hell am I doing in Roland? Thought I'd made my way to Bose. What are you mumbling about, you sponge? You are in Bose, and so are we. Oh, well, damn, don't scare me like that. Oh, I see you've got a lovely lass with you. Name's Sherazad Harvey. The pleasure's all yours, I'm sure. I'm the mentor of these two. Sherazad. Are you the infamous Silver Streak by any chance? Oh, you humble me, sir. Take it you've heard of me then? Only rumours, I'm afraid, but yeah, I know your name. You're one of the top young bracers, if I'm not mistaken. Which means you three are here to investigate the incident as well, I suppose? Oh, you do have some brains left in there after all that booze. I'm impressed. You find anything out? We saw you by the mayor's house. You seemed pretty troubled. The fish saw that. Yeah, I was looking for clues and couldn't find any. That's what I figured. Damned army regulations and the spread of information really restrict what I'm able to learn anyway. If I tried to consult General Morgan at the Hagen Gate directly, we held up for inspection for who knows how long. Figured I'd at least try to score an interview with the legendarily voluptuous mayor, but a maid turned me away outright. To top it all off, that useless girl keeps screwing up everything. Everything! Oh, great ideas. Tell me, what did I do to deserve this shabby life? Well, you did try to do an exclusive on the mayor's chest. If you want information that badly, we might share some of ours with you. We're actually investigating the incident on Mayor Maybell's behalf right now. So naturally, we've met with the mayor and the General Morgan too, for that matter. Holy crap. You serious? Yep, totally. Score! And the goddess gets a point. Blessed be the bounty of Adios! Please, I beg of you, tell me everything, every last detail. We're glad to. However, aren't you forgetting something, Neil? Information ain't free, you know. We'll scratch your back, but you need to scratch ours first. And get that look off your face, I do not mean that literally. You want mirror or something? My research funds are long exhausted at this point, I'm sorry to say. We're not interested in your money. We just find it fascinating you find your way to Bose right after this incident occurred. Seems like you might have heard some interesting things yourself. That being the case... Yeah, actually, that's pretty clever. I hadn't thought of that. Here I thought you were a nice kid. Turns out you're just a slimy leech like me. Tell you what I know, but rest assured, it's not big news by any stretch of the imagination. As long as it's related to the incident, no matter how trivial it may seem, I'll take it. Just don't be stingy, give it to us straight, okay? I'll tell you everything on my honor as a newsman. I've got 2 clues to share, so if you're taking notes, I suggest you get out your pen and paper. We're ready when you are. Man, way to go, Joshua. You're really on a roll. Well, if he ever gets tired of being a bracer, we'll know he'll have a bright future in racketeering with these skills. First clue is the form of an eyewitness report from the village of Ravenue to the west. Talked to a villager who had just come to Pose for a visit, and she told me something very interesting. Apparently, she knows a kid who saw a huge shadow flying overhead on the night of the incident. A huge shadow flying overhead? We heard that when we went to Ravenue for our own little questing. How about that? Yep, airship, I told him. Maybe even that missing one. But the army checked it out and found absolutely nothing. You meanie. You raised our hopes only to dash them straight away. So you're saying somebody saw something, but it was probably unrelated to anything? That's what I'm saying. I warned you it wasn't big news. I went to a lot of trouble to get this sad morsel too, what with that information embargo in place and all. Well done. Now let's hear about that second clue of yours. Fine. The other thing I learned is the military's intelligence division is on the move. Intelligence division? I've heard rumors about them. It's a new royally sanctioned branch of the army in charge of intelligence gathering and dissemination. That's the one, yeah. Supposedly, they're so elite they can even stand toe-to-toe with the royal bodyguards. The man they put in charge, Colonel Rickard, is apparently he's quite the whiz kid. With him on the case, they say this incident is as good as solved already. Doesn't it seem like your information will be much use of us to an investigation? Well, I can't say I didn't warn you, so I couldn't help much on your end. But a promise is a promise. I scratched, now it's your turn. Of course, a deal is a deal after all. Joshua told Neil all about the incident in Roland, as well as the information received from General Morgan. The Kapuas? Sky Bandits? A ransom demand to the Royal House and Airship Corporations? Good goddess, that's exactly what I needed. That's the missing link I've been killing myself to find. Caught your fancy, did it? Absolutely. I can definitely write my article now. Can't be wasting my time getting drunk here. I have to find Dorothy post-haste. See you later, you wonderful people, you! How about that? His spirits certainly lifted fast. Oh, he was chasing a big story pretty unsuccessfully until we came along. It's only natural. I'm glad we could help him out. Well, look at you, from Mr. I'll break your kneecaps if you don't talk to Mr. Nice Guy in under a minute. Talk about a personality. Stop thinking weird things about me. It was just negotiating. A little give and take, nothing more. A bad boy exterior with a good boy inside, or is it the other way around? Either way, I'm sure the girls love it. I guess we've really dealt with scrupulous people this far. We're pretty lucky in that regard. Start dealing with weirdos and that's when you'll start to need to bust out some really questionable negotiation tactics. Why were you looking at me when you said that? Anyway, that aside, was anyone else a little bothered when Neil talked about that huge flying shadow thing? That eyewitness report from Ravenue? I'd say there's a strong chance there was nothing to it if the army already checked it out. Yeah, but I mean, it's not like the army is totally infallible. They could have missed something. It wasn't General Morgan himself after all, but one of his men. And some of those guys are pretty thick-headed. That is true. Probably worth looking into. Certainly can't hurt at any rate. You two are starting to get the hang of this, I see. I think this is a splendid idea. Let's head to Ravenue then, shall we? Got it. I was actually going to check the inn right here. Yeah, that's it. I guess my mental map of this town isn't quite as infallible as I think it is, but I'm going to take a quick brief look at my notes. we've definitely got stuff to do in the Bracer Guild. Right, we've got an escort request, a new Ansel Path monster. Okay. Okay, this is a high difficulty request from Heart. And I'm pretty sure that my guide here is saying, alright, go deal with all the quests right now, don't just go after the main plot. And yeah, I guess that's what we'll do next time. So until then guys, take care, I'll see you all around.